I extend a very warm welcome to Honorable Presiding Officers of the State Legislatures, esteemed delegates to 59th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference, Shri T.K. Vishwanathan, my dear award winners, and I'm very proud of all of you, parents and teachers of the awardees, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here in your midst to felicitate our bright young scholars who have come from all corners of our country. First and foremost, let me congratulate the awardees for their brilliant essays on parliamentary democracy, gateway to good governance. I also applaud their parents and teachers who have encouraged them to value our democratic ideals. I was just inquiring from the young bright students whether they have been to Delhi before, and most of them told me that they have come for the first time. So I welcome you all to Delhi. We'll show you the parliament, and then I think we should show them the entire Delhi. They should go back and say that they have seen Delhi. I am proud to say that whenever I interact with our youth, I find them very well informed and aware of not only national issues, but also of international concerns. And I also want to tell the bright students and the rest in the audience that whenever I receive young people in my parliament, I feel very refreshed and rejuvenated, energized. And I would say all of you bring a new supply of oxygen for me. So I welcome you all for that. So our young know as much about global warming as about the floods in Uttarakhand. That is why when we were discussing about commemorating the centennial year of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, we thought of having an essay competition. The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association was founded in 1911. This association seeks to promote parliamentary democracy by enhancing knowledge and understanding of democratic governance. Although India was a member of the Commonwealth, we took a conscious decision to become a member of the CPA after independence by passing a resolution to that effect on 16th August 1948 in the Constituent Assembly. The CPA completed 100 years of its existence in July 2011, and it was decided to hold various activities to mark this occasion. I had led the Indian parliamentary delegation to participate in the centenary celebrations of the CPA in London. The India branch of the CPA and the Indian Parliamentary Group organized this essay competition in collaboration with the Central Board of Secondary Education and the state boards for students studying in classes 9 to 12 across the country as a part of these celebrations. Today, I'm very happy to see all the prize winners in the Parliament of India. We have witnessed a growing demand for democracy amongst the people across the world. The Arab Spring was a manifestation of this desire. In our country, will of the people is supreme. Our parliamentary democracy truly reflects the hopes and aspirations of our populace. It celebrates diversity and empowers the citizens to elect their own representatives to voice their concerns in the parliament. Our elections are a great leveler. They impart a sense of empowerment to the poorest of the poor and the marginalized by enabling them to participate in deciding the destiny of the nation. These equal voting rights ensure equality in an otherwise unequal system. Our 15 general elections, followed by smooth transition of power, bear testimony to the confidence of the people in our Parliament. Parliament, as the apex embodiment of the resolve of the people, is the fountainhead of all power. It is entrusted with the responsibility of legislating and even amending our Constitution if required. The members of Parliament comprehend the pulse of the electorate and project their wishes in its hallowed chambers. However, institutions like the Parliament cannot remain static. They have to keep evolving. In many countries, parliamentary system has collapsed as it could not keep pace with the rising expectations of the people and the changing times. Therefore, it has to be constantly vigilant. We have to be constantly vigilant and responsive. Our Parliament has always been alive to the concerns of the people. Last December, when an innocent girl was the victim of a gruesome crime in a moving bus in Delhi, the Parliament unanimously condemned the act and within record times enacted legislations aimed at enhancing the security of women. It has sought to empower the underprivileged sections by making special provisions on their behalf. By its 73rd and 74th amendments, it has created an enabling atmosphere for women and marginalized sections to participate in the decision-making and development at the grassroots level. Today, we have more than 1 million women who are actively involved in local self-government. Our Parliament ensures good governance. It has the power to change a government which does not respond to the people. The executive of our country emanates from it and is accountable to it. Through various parliamentary procedures and devices like the question hour, short duration discussions, half-an-hour discussion, calling attentions, special mentions, adjournment motions, confidence and no confidence motions, our parliamentarians can examine various acts of omission and commission of the government. Our elaborate committee system allows them to scrutinize its policies and programs and ensure that they are responsive to the people. The Parliament controls the finances of the nation by permitting the money to be spent only in accordance with the wishes of the citizens. All proposals to levy taxes have to obtain its approval. Every year, the finance minister presents the budget to the Parliament, which is then deliberated upon and discussed. It is ensured that expenditure is incurred from public revenue only with the authorization of the Parliament. Each system has its own strengths and weaknesses. We often criticize our system, but we must introspect to see if that criticism is warranted. We have to identify problem areas and find remedies. Criticism of an institution for the sake of criticizing cannot be justified because no country can function without institutions. We often have vibrant discussions in the Parliament which sometimes lead to disruptions. I believe in the power of words, not in the power of lungs. We must have in-depth discussions on divergent issues. There must be a convergence of opinions after thorough deliberations. The views of the majority must prevail. Yet the proceedings are disturbed. We must examine why this is happening. I am often told by members that their electorate wants them to raise their issues vociferously. This is where we need to introspect. We must understand that discussions lead to solutions while disruptions end the dialogue. I am sure that if the electors decide that they will not tolerate an obstructionist attitude and that they will not vote for those who do not allow the Parliament to function, no member will disrupt the House. Ours is an ancient country, but a young nation. Children like you are its future. You have to take it to greater heights. How will you do that? Find the most deprived person in the country and help him grow. It is only when the poorest of the poor progress we can claim to have truly progressed. We may have achieved excellence in various fields. We may be emerging as an economic superpower, but if the weakest person's conditions has not improved, then our efforts need to be multiplied exponentially. I hope to see you create a society free of social and economic disparities, where no one has to sleep hungry, where everyone is equal and there is no discrimination. And for attaining this goal, you must study. Education is an integral part of a child's development. Our Parliament has enacted the right of children to free and compulsory education in 2009, which makes education the fundamental right of all children between the age of 6 to 14. But a large number of children drop out of school. Due to economic disparities, many of them are forced to earn while studying. You are very fortunate that your parents have the means to educate you. You must make the best use of it. In many parts of our country, children go to school hungry because they belong to humble families and cannot afford 3 meals a day. Our country runs the largest midday meal scheme in the world, where more than 12 crore children are provided food in the schools to ensure that their nutritional needs are fulfilled in addition to gaining knowledge. You should be proud of belonging to such a country which takes care of its children. Recently, there has been this very, very sad tragedy where children have been given poisonous food in the midday meals. We strongly condemn. We extend our condolences and sympathies to their parents, and we want that the strictest possible inquiry should be made and the culprit should be punished. I know that all of you are extremely intelligent and IT savvy. You enjoy surfing the net and playing games on your computers, PSPs, etc. But I would also like to tell you to go out and play. Outdoor games are as important for your physical development as studies are for your mental growth. Divide your time between your studies, computers, video games, and outdoor games. In fact, I would advise you to spend more time on outdoor activities than on computers. You must respect your teachers. I'm sure you do, but I'm duty bound to remind you and tell you that you must respect your teachers, for they have enlightened your minds and imparted knowledge. Your parents have brought you into this world. They have made immense sacrifices to give you the best in life. It is due to them that you are here today. I would like you to promise me today to take care of them, to spend time with them, with your parents and with your grandparents and other elders in the family. We live in an ancient culture. We have inherited a very old civilization, and the best in that culture and civilization that we have been taught to do seva of our elders and of our parents. So today you must promise me that every day, as you allot time for your studies and for your games and for your other activities, you'll also allot time to serve your parents and your elders in the family. All of you are on the verge of becoming adults. This signifies the beginning of a new phase in your life. Being 18 does not only mean obtaining a driving license, it also places an immense responsibility on you, that of choosing those who will govern you. You must exercise your right wisely after weighing your options, and you must never neglect to vote. I strongly feel that education must instill democratic values. It's really heartening to see that a large number of schools are already doing this, as is evident from the response of those who have been awarded today. I am convinced that our youth will strengthen and carry forward the cherished ideals of democracy. I once again congratulate all the awardees, their families, and their teachers, and wish them success in their endeavors. Thank you.